I'm going to try to speak up a little bit because I'm not using my usual mics today. I'm doing a tutorial on how to play a singing bowl. I wasn't sure how the mic would be about picking up the tonal sound of the singing bowl, so I thought I'd do it without it. So I'm sorry if you have to turn it way up to hear me. So singing bowls are not really musical instruments, they are meditation tools. And what they do is provide a continuous kind of perfect pitched tonal sound vibration for your mind to pick up on, your mind and body together, and the spiritual self. All three of these entities together as you, operating as you right now, will pick up on that tonal sound. And instinctively, your higher self knows that that is an important sound for you to listen to. It's an important sound for you to let sort of fill you and surround you, and to change you, and to uplift you, and to center you, to bring you into a higher state of focused consciousness. Why? Because this sound, that these tonal instruments, bowls, chimes, gongs, they all provide us with basically the same thing. A reminder that this tonal sound, this higher vibrational sound, actually exists inside of us. And we should try to locate it, try to find it. In yoga, we call it Naad sound, N-A-A-D. It's a Sanskrit word. And it's an inner sound. It is the Om, O-M, Om. Oming with your body and your mouth and your lungs is basically the same as making these tonal sounds. Om. It's going to put you into contact with that inner electrical vibration, the inner hum that exists within you. It's very important for you to connect to it. In terms of, from the yogic perspective, it's very, very important for us to connect with this higher vibrational sound, because that's how we get closer to God. That's how we reach higher and higher levels of purity within and connection to higher energy sources. So Naad is our friend. Naad is a very, very important part of our meditation, a very important connection that we have, and something that has affection for you. You develop an affection for one another, the sound within you, and you're listening to it. You develop a companionship. So I hope you can still hear me. So anyway, this is a singing bowl. And the first thing that I've noticed about showing people how to use a singing bowl is that the more seriously the person takes it, the less sort of amused they are by it and kind of silly about it or self-conscious about it, the faster they learn to play it. So if they take it seriously, they seem to be able to pick up on it faster. So the first thing about a singing bowl is that you've got to get used to holding it in your palm without your fingers on the bowl at all. The fingers have to be stretched out away from the bowl because it will dull the sound. Okay, there's got to be no fingers on the bowl. So this is kind of a challenge for your arm and maybe your wrist, because these are metal forged bowls, machine made, and they're a little bit heavy. So it's a little bit, to get used to. It's in your non-dominant arm too. And this is the mallet that we use to strike the bowl to make the sounds. So you can take the mallet in your dominant hand and strike the bowl. Turn the mallet up sometimes, turn it down sometimes, turn it at an angle sometimes, whatever works to hit each of the four sides of the bowl. And just kind of get used to the feel of it. And you can kind of feel this sound vibration moving through your ears, through your head, through your energy body, through all of the cells of your physical body. Now, the real wonder of these singing bowls is that continuous sound vibration, right? So when you're ready to try to make the continuous sound, you want to make sure you've got a nice firm foundation underneath that bowl with your hand and arm, and you're going to use this dominant hand to start going around the rim of the bowl with the mallet. And you've got to pay attention, and you've got to have control of this arm. I've seen a lot of this sloppiness with people that don't really take it seriously and are very self-conscious about it. You've got to treat it like a real instrument. It's a meditation instrument, and it has a purpose and it has a function. And so the more seriously you take its function and how it is properly used, the faster you'll get it. So we're at an angle with the mallet. We're on the rim. I'm paying attention with my eyes that I'm on the rim. I've got a little pressure on the bowl with the mallet. The more pressure I put, the louder it's going to get. The less pressure, the softer it will get. You can let it ring and strike it a few times as it's doing the continuous ring. That's very nice. Sorry, I hope you can hear me. But this is how we play this type of a bowl. This is the same kind of bowl. It's also a metal bowl. Each one is different in terms of how they play and how user-friendly they are. This is a very user-friendly bowl, this big one with this big mallet. This one has almost like a higher function of a sound and a more clear type of ring, but it's finickier. You have to be very sensitive to this bowl, especially when you're doing the full tonal sound, this. Gotta pay real attention to how that mallet is going about the rim. And see, that's a felt wrap around the rim. If you turn it over and use the wood, you can see how different of a sound it will make. It's kind of a clangier sound, but it's still a nice tone. And then with the felt, it kind of dulls it, softens it. So anyway, guys, those are my two singing bowls. I would like to invest in some of those good-sized crystal bowls and have a set of them soon. And I'll share that with you when I do. If you have any questions or comments about singing bowls, please let me know. And enjoy singing bowls. They're a real key tool to our meditation and to finding nod sound for our practice. Have a good one.